Hornsey Water Treatment Works is located in North London and supplies up to 53 megalitres to approximately 330,000 customers and is a vital part of Thames Water infrastructure. The treatment works is supplied via the New River, which despite its name has an incredible history.
Before 1600, London's water supply was limited to the River Thames, local streams, wells and springs that were often contaminated with deadly diseases. In 1613, thanks in part to a charter by King James I, a water supply aqueduct was completed to bring clean drinking water from Hertfordshire to North London. Named the New River, it originally snaked 39 miles following the contour of the Lee Valley and dropped 16 centimetres per mile. Carrying up to 220 megalitres of water daily, it remains an essential supply to London. Ensuring it continues to be an asset for the 21st century, a number of projects have been undertaken by Thames Water, including new water treatment technology addressing the risk of waterborne bacteria.
To manage that risk, here at Hornsey Treatment Works, we installed 8 UV reactors. Engaging the supply chain early and by carrying out Matterport scans enabled us to come up with a solution that integrated into the current process. This drastically saved us a lot of time and was able to be delivered from end to end in 6 months. But UV Works was not the only project that was carried out in this area.
The whole project really started about 8 years ago when during an inspection we first started noticing some of the banks slipping down into the river. It's unusual here because we are in a cutting rather than on top of a slope, on top of a bank, which most of the river is. The main problems really were on the footpath section, which is open to the public. We had holes forming which could have caused people to go down the holes, potentially twist ankles, fall into the river itself.
A combination of long and short steel sheet Z-pile wall was used to stabilise the 340-metre stretch of the New River bank. Heavy plant couldn't be placed on the ground due to the weak bearing pressures and steep slopes. Instead, 2 Geekan silent piling machines were positioned on moving pontoons which repaired the banks, also enabling a shortened completion schedule.
This site at the New River embankment is very constrained for access. We've got the Grade 2 listed tunnel entrance at the south end and at the north end just a single gate to get all the equipment through. We had to come up with a solution that minimised the impact on the residents. It was absolutely paramount to us that we didn't upset the locals. This is their river.
The first thing was to do research and find out who our stakeholders were, which led us to Caroline. Following that, we did a beam bus which was out to the public so that everybody could come and look at the drawings of what we were going to do, the impact it was going to make on them. We had a drop-in session which was to update residents on where we are with the project and how they wanted us to leave the project when we finish, so that they could feel that they as a community were involved in the decisions that we made about the project.
Well, everybody loves the New River very much, so we were delighted when you got in touch with us. All the way through we've been involved with it. We're now going to have a new path and the whole thing is really important for caring for the environment.
Inside the wood green tunnel is a population of Dor Benson's bats, which are a European protected species, which gives us certain challenges when we build an infrastructure project such as this. The baseline noise levels are between 44 and 51 decibels, and the construction at the closest point to the tunnel entrance was forecast to be 78 decibels. We had to put in an acoustic barrier to reduce that by 10 decibels, and then we also had to work at certain times of the year only to avoid the hibernation season and also the maternity season.
From the very start, we basically looked to use innovation wherever possible. The drone has enabled us to carry out a survey that would conventionally take 3 days. With men working close to water, we were able to do it in an hour of a drone flight. We had the information the next day so that the designers could progress with the value engineering of the solution. We always knew on this project that community engagement was going to be key, so we took the drone survey and we developed that using the point cloud information into a 3D model to develop a construction methodology that was going to be safe. We used the model then to show the community to get their buy-in. They got a feel for the scale of the project, and I think it's a great way to manage expectations.
We do quite a lot of weed cutting on the river, and that weed goes down to a screen that was cleaned using a digger. Over time, the bridge that the digger went on was getting old, wasn't working, which meant we had to use manpower to clean it. which led to health and safety issues, which isn't good, having people with back injuries potentially. So we put in an automated weed screen that cleans it now based on the water level.
By installing the automated weed screens, we've been able to eliminate a significant health and safety risk by removing the manual operation completely. Removing the debris from the river, we've cleaned it up a lot, making it much more attractive for the local community.
So as you've heard, a number of projects have been completed along the New River and here at Hornsey. And key to this has been the collaboration between Thames Water Operations, Eight2O and the local community. All of this has resulted in an improvement to the resilience of our assets and to the supply of drinking water to London.